Coming to you from Orange County, California, this is the JuggLife podcast with Max Ada and Chad Wesley Smith.
Perfect.
Hey everybody, what is up? Chad Wesley Smith here, JuggLife podcast coming to you via the interwebs with the newly crowned 63 kilo queen, Samantha Calhoun. How you doing, Sam?
Pretty good.
So let's get right into it. I want to talk about the meet at Nationals. I want to talk about your athletic background, your training, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But why don't you just kind of take us through your day there at USAPL Nationals?
So the worst part of the entire training cycle has to be meet day. It has to be the weight, especially because we don't compete until 6.
Yeah.
So what do you do all day? Like, you just wait and think, and it sucks.
I know Marissa definitely prefers the morning lifting, early weigh-in.
Yeah, because you could just wake up, weigh in, eat, compete, and you'd be done by like 1 o'clock.
Do you? You were pretty light, 61.7 or something around there.
Yeah.
Do you walk around at weight under?
So, funny story. So, going into Worlds, I left Virginia at like 142, and that's not abnormal for me. I always walk around that, and I would drop weight magically in the next 2 days from stress, undereating, peeing, whatever. So I always know I'm gonna make weight by magic.
Yeah. All right.
So I woke up that morning for Worlds a kilo over. So I ate breakfast around 6. I went back to sleep, woke up around noon, and magically I was at weight. However, this time around I didn't want to chance it. So I actually focused a little more on my dieting, and thus that's why I was walking around a little lighter. Because my main goal was to be able to eat on meet day.
Yeah.
And I was able to, luckily.
I bet. Could have eaten more even.
Oh, yeah. So I ate a solid breakfast. I ate a solid lunch, even snacked in between, drank water, Gatorade. So I had a good day.
That's good.
As far as that goes.
That's a comfortable way to do it. So classic Calhoun 9 for 9 performance, the standard for you. Just kind of take us maybe lift by lift.
Warm-ups felt great. And it's one of those things you really don't know how you feel until you do it.
Yeah.
Like, you never know how the opener is going to feel until you hit it. And you're like, opener felt really good. Felt really like how it should feel. Second attempt felt great. Third attempt, I was ready coming into the meet, 374. That was the game plan. And I was ready to have the grind for it. In my head, it was going to be a reach. Normally, Matt Gary takes the conservative, which for us would have been 368. However, he put 374 on the bar, and it moves surprisingly very well. In the world of RPEs in training, I probably gave that an 8.
Oh, wow. I remember 2017 Nationals. Yeah. Your squat and bench, if there would have been a half kilo more on either of them, I don't know if they were going. But,
right. So then I had this stigma with Nationals, because last Nationals, like, everything was super hard.
Yeah.
And I still don't know why. So I had that stigma, like this, I'm ready to grind if I have to grind.
Yeah.
And so when that squat moved well, I knew. I was like, okay, we're good. You're good. Bench training was hit or miss.
That was a meet PR for you in the squat?
On squat, yep. Yeah. My best prior to that was 363.
So 5 kilos, nice.
Mm-hmm. So I was very happy with that. That's probably the highlight of my day, was how well that squat moved. And then bench, I matched my meet PR at 231. Training was very hit or miss with the bench. Early in the training cycle, the bench was moving. Like, I was hitting that at RPE 8, and just somewhere along the way, I kind of topped out, and that was that.
The RPE for the women's bench press is such a kind of mysterious thing, because RPE 8 would really mean you could do 2 more reps. But I'm assuming you never you never tripled 105. But like even if you had, you see these girls are 2.5 kilos just makes such a big a big difference. That something really could go from I could do a triple with this, and then I add 2.5 kilos, and it's like as hard a single as could possibly be, or add 3 kilos and I can't do it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, so let me clarify. When I say RPE, I just mean effort. I don't mean I could do a triple at 231. Because basically what you said, that's not the case.
Yeah.
You know, my best triple I think is like 220 touch and go.
Yeah.
So, and if I hit 226 for a double, I'll be happy with that too.
So when you finish up the bench, that's about we had gone out to dinner and came back, so we were following along on Lifting Cast and watching the live stream on the phones, and then came back for the deadlift. Like, oh, we gotta get back. It's about to go down. And you were third, right? Third coming out of the bench, I'm assuming.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, because Jen Milliken had huge squat and huge bench, really, for huge bench for humans. And then Jen Thompson, of course, had her Jen Thompson bench, so she's always going to be well positioned after a 143 press. Did you have any nervousness, like I'm in third here, or did you kind of feel like this is where I'm in striking distance, I'm where I need to be?
I'm always like in the last position at that point.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never first at that point. I'm never second. You know, there's always Chris or someone who has a higher subtotal than me. So at no point was I nervous, because I knew Jen Milliken was going to bring her best game. I wouldn't expect anything less of her. So when she hit the squat record, I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, that's what I expected of her. And I expect Jen Thompson to break the bench record. So they just did everything that I expected of them. And even if Jen Milliken would have hit her last pull, that's what I would expect of her. So I knew for me to win that day, I was going to probably have to break the total record. So that's what I was willing to do. So at no point I was nervous.
Yeah, actually this morning we were going to do some video stuff, and I was with Shorty Sedang, our video guy, and I was like, oh, yeah, interview Sam later today. And he actually commented on that specifically. He said about how stoic you were and how calm you seemed in all your lifts, and he was sitting right in the front row, and he's like, yeah, the look on her face was just like, I'm just here to do what I've been getting ready to do.
I have to be. Like, I've tried, like, the meet that I've been like most excited about, that meet I bombed out. Like, so I have to just be like, one lift at a time, just lift the weight, because if I get overly excited and hype, it just doesn't go my way. So I just take it one lift at a time.
Yeah. So coming to the deadlift, you're in striking distance, and it was just kind of put the weights on there. Yeah, yeah. I was I know that was a lifetime, or almost positive that was a lifetime PR for Jen Thompson on the 207, maybe 2.5 or 5 kilo lifetime PR for her. But it looked like you had more in the tank. But that is the heaviest deadlift you've ever done.
Yes, without a doubt. So before that was Worlds, 488. And then in training, my highest pull was 479. So that was a gym PR for me.
And you did 222.5 or 225.5? The 496?
496, 497. Yeah.
We gotta get you going on the kilos here. 225.5 I think was the number.
I know my world record prior was 221, so I know that much.
Yeah, good. I mean, it looked like you had more in the tank. If you, what do you think was the biggest number that you could have done if we had to put it on there that day? 507. 507, yeah. Yeah.
But I told Matt Gary prior to the meet when we did our corresponding back and forth, I'm like, don't even ask me. Don't ask me. Just put it on the bar.
Yeah.
Whatever I need, assuming I'm in good position, just put it on the bar. I think the downfall at Worlds is I got presented with the option.
Yeah. I always wondered about that, because it seemed like at Worlds that you could have done more, but I guess you'll have your chance in Sweden in a few months. So you take down Jen Thompson. Tell us what it, what's the feeling like to beat someone who's never been beaten, more or less.
It's a feeling of relief, and not to sound arrogant or cocky, but that was my goal for when I first started powerlifting. Like that's been, I mean, obviously, we battle back and forth, with Chris and Edward. Like that's been our goal since we came into this.
Yeah.
So it's like finally,
I'm sure it's been many lifters' goals throughout their careers, but only one has reached that goal.
Like I knew I had the package.
Yeah.
But I finally put it together. Like so, it was like, whew, finally did it. Now I gotta continue to do it.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how she responds to that, having never really been beat. If there's some extra fire to be lit under her. I know I saw you and Chris commenting back and forth when you're like, when last year when Jen was sandbagging on everyone, and I know as a coach I was like, oh, she's hurt, she's not gonna lift well. This is the year we're gonna get her, and then we didn't. But so let's rewind. What sports did you do prior to powerlifting?
So in high school, I did everything. I played basketball, I ran track, I ran cross country, I played softball. So I went to a very small school where you was allowed to do any and everything you wanted to do, all year round. And then I got a track scholarship at University of Nevada.
Oh, nice. That's you grew up in Virginia, though?
I am from Louisiana, born and raised. Yeah. So my sister's in the military. That's how I ended up in Virginia.
Okay. So out there, Reno, Wolfpack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was you're a hurdler, correct?
I am a sprinter. So
okay.
100, 200 relays, sprinter.
Nice. What were some PRs in those events?
100, my best was 11.5.
All right.
200, my best was 23.8. Our relay team made it to the NCAA championships my senior year. So that's probably. What
leg of the 4x1 did you run?
Actually, I ran first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in my track days, I did track from when I was 8 years old until I was about 23, 24, 1 year as a post-collegiate. But when I first started and I was smaller, I ran the 100 and the 4x1 and through the shot put. Southern California 4x100 meter champions 2 years in a row. Wow. Third leg right here, running that curve. And
that's impressive.
for four little white boys from Irvine, we go to these meets in downtown LA and Long Beach and stuff, and we won just because we had good handoffs. But I definitely remember when we won Southern California Championship when I was like 12 years old. We crossed the finish line, and I hear this dad over there, and he's like, "How you let all the little white boys beat you?" Well, and we're just like, "Yeah, guys, high five, great job." But track, fantastic background. For a powerlifter, were you always, when you're lifting with the sprinters and stuff, were you always the strongest one?
Yes, but not because I cared to be.
Yeah.
It was kind of like in college, lifting weights was an inconvenience to what we were trying to do.
For sure.
And I never connected the pieces of like, this could actually help me. It was more so like, this is making me sore, it's making me tired, I still have practice later today, I don't want to be up at 6:30. It wasn't until after I graduated that I really fell in love with lifting.
Yeah. And what prompted you to want to do your first powerlifting meet?
I needed a goal. I always have people in the gym asking me what I was training for. And I used to say, I'm just training for life. Uh-huh. And that response, it was cool for a while, but then I was like, okay, what are you really training for? Oh, yeah. So then a few guys in the gym talked me into doing a meet with them. Yeah,
I definitely feel you on the training without a goal is very tough. I think that's why I've kind of just always bounced from track to powerlifting to strongman to powerlifting and strongman to jiu-jitsu and whatever it is. Like even when it's just an intrinsic goal, like I'm going to do this in the gym, even that's kind of hard for me. Where if I got to go compete, there's like an extra level of accountability with that because no one who's a competitor wants to go in front of a bunch of people and look like an asshole. So
right.
And how long ago was that first meet for you?
First meet was 2015, August.
All right.
Yeah, so I did my first meet. I actually qualified for nationals. However, I didn't go because I'm like, I'm not going to make nationals my second meet ever. Yeah. And I was in grad school, so it wasn't practical at the time.
You're coached by Austin Baraki, mm-hmm. Dr. Austin mm-hmm. Baraki. When did you connect with him?
After like a month or so after my very first national. So my first national was 2016. So a month or so after that.
That was Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. And he's from Virginia. And I knew a few guys who were coached by him. So that's how I reached out to him.
Nice. So, without giving away too many of your secrets, can you give us just kind of an overview of maybe what a typical week of training looks like for you?
Okay. So I squat 3 times a week. I have comp squat, a variation such as Paul squats, and then high bar squats is pretty much always in the rotation for my third squat day. I bench 4 times a week. So I have a comp squat, a touch and go, a comp bench, touch and go bench, maybe close grip bench. Slingshot is sometimes in the rotation. So I have basically 1 main day and 3 supplemental days for that. And then deadlift 2.5 times a week. So I have comp deads. I have maybe banded deads in there as like the half. And then conventional variation in there for my last day.
How big a difference is there between your conventional and your sumo?
So my best conventional, and I've never maxed out in conventional for like 4 years now, but it's 420, 425, and that's beltless. So I don't know what I could do. Yeah,
it's probably some 460-ish, probably 450, 460.
Yeah.
So not too much of a difference because kind of looking at you body type wise, you almost seem like you're better built for a conventional than sumo. But I guess not everyone can be like a upstanding, like honorable citizen and pull conventional.
I actually switched to sumo because when I first got into lifting, I had no idea what I was doing, and I used to max out all the time. I kept getting stuck at lockout, for conventional. I just couldn't lock it out. And one of my friends in the gym, he was like, "You should try sumo." I was like, "What's that?" And he showed me, and I did it, and I got the weight that I was trying to get conventional.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I'm like, I guess I'm a sumo puller.
Yeah. So you're kind of built some way a little bit similar to Kimberly Walford, like long legs, shorter torso, and obviously very, very strong back. Have you? But your squat is your deadlift is excellent. Your squat is very good. But have you found that your squat needs a lot more attention to like build up your leg strength relative to your back strength?
Yeah, so my squat over time has gotten a lot of tender love and care. For sure, definitely. In this cycle, we put a lot more emphasis on my squat. So the volume and intensity was a little bit higher on my comp squat day versus the bench and deadlift, and I think that paid off a lot.
Definitely, meet PRs. That's what everyone's looking for. So you said that this around this meet you were getting a little bit more strict and dialed in with your diet. Are you doing anything? A diet with a name on it, I guess. Or?
So I actually was doing RP strength, the weight loss templates.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to our buddies over there at RP.
Yeah. And it worked out wonders for me. But basically, I just started to eat more in areas that I would typically skip a meal and work out fasting just because my schedule is weird. I made a point to actually just eat. And by that, I actually lost weight, even though I was eating way more than I was before. So it kind of worked out and it helped a lot with my recovery.
I've yet to find that same phenomenon exist for myself of eating more and losing weight, but that's great for you, Sam. I'm glad that it worked out that way for you. So you're talking about busy schedule. Is that due to work issues?
To work, yes.
So what do you do for work?
So I'm a coach and trainer. So my first client of the day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is at 5, and then Tuesday, Thursday is at 4.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to say a time later than 5, but all right.
And typically Tuesday, Thursday is my workout days, and I'll train after those first few clients.
Yeah.
So like I said, sometimes I'll go without a meal. This go around and make sure like you're eating enough calories to like get you through this workout.
Yeah. No one really probably feels like breakfast at 3:30 in the morning.
Right. So literally, I'll eat a bagel first client, yogurt second client, eggs third. I'll like split apart my breakfast. So by the time it was time for me to work out, I'm ready.
Oh, that's good. That's a good strategy. So are you working with mostly general population people who are coaching powerlifters, athletes?
50-50.
Yeah.
So 50% of them general population, just people just trying to stay in shape, live a healthy life. No true goals outside of that. And then I have 50% powerlifters, novice lifters who just fell in love with the sport and just trying to get better. So wide range there.
And do you coach? You coach out of Brute Strength? Is that the gym?
The Iron Asylum is out in Virginia Beach. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Liz Craven was over at the house here on Tuesday. She came over, and she was talking about being in Virginia, and she's like, "Yeah, I was talking to this very nice girl at the gym, and like, oh, do you have a meet coming up? I'm about to leave for nationals." And then she said, like, you had left, and then she goes and looks at the board and sees your name, and she's like, oh shit, like I didn't even realize so I guess that was nice that you're unassuming and humble, that you weren't like, don't you know who the fuck I am?
She said, oh, do you powerlift? I was like, yeah, I powerlift.
I dabble.
I figured she'd figure it out eventually. I need to I didn't care enough to tell her, because then she'd be like, I still don't know who you are, and then I'll feel like an asshole. So
yeah, if you try and play the don't you know who I am card,
right,
and they're like, no, never heard of you. But yeah, that's cool. So what's next coming up? You're gonna do the Arnold this year, or?
I will do the Arnold. Hopefully the Grand Prix. That's been my biggest goal.
Yeah.
So hopefully I get an invite for that. Hopefully also Jen Milliken and Jen Thompson, and I know Marissa isn't doing it.
Yeah, no, Marissa's gonna skip this year. I could see him having a good a 63 kilo party up there. Maybe.
And then Chris would come back down to 63 as well.
No, let's knock it off with that stuff. I'm trying to get her to be all 72. We got to go the other way.
She weighed in at 69.
Yeah, no, don't get me started on that one. But week before the meet, she's like, I think I want to cut back to 63 after the meet, and I was like, oh, so you've already resigned yourself to not winning. That's great, Chris. Like, fantastic. But yeah, I don't know if I have her do the Arnold. I think we may just point towards Worlds with her as well.
Okay.
In which
it is tough. It's tough. That doing the Arnolds and Worlds, that meet prep is tough.
Yeah, and she's been having that glute problem for a while. So yeah, I think she might be maybe skipping that as well. But I'm very much looking forward to this to partying in Sweden. We got a great group out there, so that's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So Sam, where can people follow you on social media and all that?
So my Instagram handle is sam.s.calhoun. That's the main platform that I'm on. What's your middle name? Chantel. I have two. It's Chantel Lynn. Okay. But that would be too long. That's
a very, you said you grew up in Louisiana. That's a very southern kind of. Oh yeah. Yeah, very southern kind of middle name there, Chantel Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah. And Sam Strong for your coaching.
SamStrong500.com.
What's the 500?
Well, that was the milestone Wilks, at one point. So it was like, and I didn't have 500 Wilks when I came up with the URL, but I was like, that's what I want. Now I'm at 550, so. Yeah, 550. But it's already taken. Yeah. Sam Strong 550 is already taken, so I can't use that.
It kind of seems like 550 is the new 500 on the Wilks, anyways. Everyone getting over 500 now. Yeah, Sam, thank you so much for taking the time. Thanks for everyone watching, listening. iTunes, 5-star review, all that normal stuff. JuggernautCoaching.com for our services. Powerlifting, weightlifting, super total, strongman, power building. I think that's all of them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to the channel. Sam, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Chad.
Good luck at the Arnold. Always rooting for you. And talk to you soon.
Have a good day.
Bye, you too.